Pickin Pear podcast. Yeah. And here we are. We're still doing it.
Still doing it. Episode 4. Look at us go.
Episode 4. Hello, everybody.
Cheers. Hi, friends. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, it is. We're doing this first thing. We just woke up.
Yep.
Made tea.
So let's get to it.
Podcast stuff together. Yeah. Because it's super fun. We didn't want to waste any time. We wanted to get right at it.
All right. Yeah. I even ex-nayed the shower. I was like, we're going to shower. We're going to eat breakfast. We're going to do this thing. We're like, you know what? Let's just do this thing. So we're just going to do it for you bright and early.
Well, let's do it already.
I know.
So let's talk about our road to 1,000 shows here on the Pickin Pear podcast.
Yep.
Let's see. So this past weekend we had 2 shows.
Yeah, they were really, really great shows. We had the Wormhole on Friday.
That was our 945th performance together.
Yes.
And the 676th Pickin Pear show.
Awesome. And that was in Savannah, Georgia, right?
Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah. Really fun one. It felt like home. It was just a good dive bar.
It was. First of all, it's called the Wormhole, so you can expect that it's wormholey. You know,
whatever that means. Yeah.
And it was. The sound guy. Jeff, yeah, he was interesting. You know, nice guy.
Yeah.
You know, I think he was a little sweet on Tia.
No.
Can I have a hug?
Well, after COVID these days, people have to ask. Like, people don't want to be touched. So he's just asking for a hug. Like, hey, man, good show kind of thing.
He didn't ask me for a hug. I think I'm just jealous.
You weren't there. I'm a hugger. I'm sorry.
Nah, he was a nice guy, and it sounded great.
Yeah.
And, he's got his whole little setup there, and it's really good.
Yeah, we had lights. We had a screen behind us, and usually we're in, like, the corner of a bar. So it was really cool to kind of have that nice big stage to play on. But it was a long show.
It was a long one. They said they wanted music to go till 1, and we started at 9:30. So that's like a half hour longer than we normally do most nights.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it felt like, I mean, just after that show, I was just so done. My hands were so sore. My body was sore. I was lethargic, and I think it carried over to the next day. It was like, man, that one beat me up, but it was so fun.
A lot of shows we play are like 6 to 9, 7 to 10.
Yeah.
8 to 11.
Right.
This was 9:30 to 1. So your body was just like rejecting being up so late, I think.
Yeah, more than anything. It was like, you're supposed to go to bed.
It was a fun show. I mean, the people there that threw money in the jar and bought merch, they were awesome. And they were probably all like back of the house kitchen people. You know, I met a few of them. They were awesome folks.
Yeah.
We found out later that we could see at least half of the crowd was this biker gang or some, bunch of dudes in leather.
Just a bunch of bikers.
Noisy cars.
Yeah. And it was a donation at the door. There was no cover.
Yeah.
And, everybody else seemed to be cool about it except the bikers.
Yeah, they told us the bikers did not, donate. So.
Yeah, and there were a lot of them. But it's okay. It was still, we had a blast, and we met a lot of really nice people. It's a place that if they would have us, we'd be back.
Oh, yeah. And we definitely will try to go back to the Wormhole in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
It was a fun night.
Yeah. And then the next day at Lightning Salvage, that was in Gainesville, Florida.
Show 946 together, 677 as the Pickin Pear.
Yeah. That one, I mean, the place is so cool. I mean, you'll see in the weekly review how cool it looks, and it's colorful and bright, and there's just stuff everywhere. But again, I was so tired from last night's show.
Well, let's talk about it. So we played until 1. We didn't get out of that Wormhole till like 2.
Yeah.
Gainesville was 3.5 hours away from Savannah. I drove an hour to a Cracker Barrel. So it's 3:30 in the morning before we ever are like laying down.
Yeah.
You wake up, get there.
Yeah, there's really no time except
set it up and play.
Get up, eat, get there, set up and play. There was really no rest there at all. But yeah, by the second set of that one, I was like, it was taking a lot to push out anything I had. To muster anything. It was lots of energy. But
I feel like I remember us starting with a lot of great energy because we were like feeling it from the crowd. There was like these young girls that were like totally like they loved you. They saw you like with your ook faces and stuff, and they're like, oh, that is badass. And they were right.
And they came up to the merch table right away, like second song, and so it gave us made us feel good.
But then they left, and no one else really seemed to care.
No, it was a whole new group of people came in. The
it wasn't bikers this time. It was Florida basketball fans.
Yeah, they did not care.
Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Florida basketball fans are the worst.
But the bartender there was Dan.
Yeah, I think Danny.
The bartender there, he had a funny comment where he was like, well, if they win, they're just so obnoxious and they're the worst. But if they lose, it's much better. They're quiet and
Yeah.
they'll sit and listen to you. And of course, Florida won, so
Yeah.
nobody was paying attention. Everybody was loud and doing their own thing. And hey, that's how it goes sometimes.
But all in all, that was a really fun time. We had been to that spot and we'll come back again. You know,
Oh, yeah.
They have a great stage. It's easy.
Yeah.
Great pizza.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, you'll see more of that in the weekly review as
Yeah.
well. I mean, before we jump into this weekend review, I just want to mention, because it was a big announcement for us this week. We had a big announcement for 2-night run at the Pine Creek Lodge near Livingston, Montana.
Cannot wait.
I mean, how lucky are we to get to play 2 nights at one of the coolest venues in the country?
Dude, Chip is the coolest and the nicest to
Yeah.
us. I can't believe we get to play Pine Creek as much as we do. So thank you for giving us that opportunity, Chip, because we love Pine Creek.
I think he likes having us once a year,
Yeah.
and we love being there. So
We do. But it's a big one for us. It's 2 nights at Pine Creek, and what is it? April 26th and 27th.
You got it. And it's not too early to start planning your trips to Montana to see
No.
us in late April.
Yep.
It's probably about 100 tickets. It'd be cool if we sold some of them.
Yeah. Any of them.
All right. Well, hey, let's dive into one of our first segments here,
Yeah.
which, of course, is our Week in Review. Our Week in Review starts on our way back into Georgia. Look at that campsite at the, was it Fort McAllister State Park near Savannah?
It was beautiful.
Oh, man, it was so cool, and there were so many animals that we
Oh
saw.
my God. So many deer everywhere. That tiny little deer.
Little baby deer, and then look at this guy.
He is interesting. Look at that little face. Super
I don't
cool.
know if I ever saw one of those before. It was so cool, and we could walk to this dock, and just such a great view. And they even had a nice little playground
so. Oh, yeah.
where, I got to give Tia a quick ride here.
Yeah, quick little. I mean, I love the playground. I love a swing. It's not exactly a swing, but close enough. It was still a ton of fun.
Kind of swinging on that thing.
Yeah.
Super fun. And look how beautiful that park is, man. That was a nice place to stay.
It was.
Didn't have great service, but we didn't need great service. We had all that good view, and
Oh, because we can just go play soccer.
look at that guy hustle. Kicking the ball.
Oh, man.
And what's he going to do? Go!
Oh, yeah. Oh, but then after we got done kicking the ball
my
around.
God. So, yeah, this happened. I'm going to let myself
Yeah, what's
explain
going
it.
on right now?
Well, we were on this side of the park enjoying a nice walk with our dog.
Yeah.
We didn't pay much attention to the sign. And now it's after 3:30 and we're done with our walk. And our van is over there. There's this big long fence and there's locks on the fence and we can't get to the other side. So I called the local parks department. He's like, oh yeah, they close at 3:30 on Friday. I'll send someone over. We'll see how long that takes.
We're coming to get rescued.
Yeah, we didn't have to wait that long.
No, we didn't.
And luckily, because we had to get to our show at the Wormhole.
Super cool place. I mean, look at it. It's a good old dive bar, just how we like them.
Oh gosh, felt like home for sure.
Yeah, we even had lights and a screen
Look at all
behind
those
us.
games and pinball and pool and cool people. And,
And-
I love a claw machine, but
Good
this
old-
one was a little different.
A little different. We didn't use that one.
But it was a fun show. We worked hard that night.
Yeah, we played a long time. My hands were sore the next day for sure.
They asked us to go to a 1. We started at 9:30. We were feeling it, but
We're not just cleaning up.
cleaning up the van, getting my drinks together
Yeah.
as we wake up at the Cracker Barrel before our next show.
They've been really friendly to us, those Cracker Barrels. I mean, I had to get a sweet picture or video of my puppy
she was
falling
so
asleep.
sleepy.
But then we make our way to Florida.
Yeah, finally into the Lightning Salvage. And look at this cool place. Such a nifty, they salvage a lot of stuff and they make cool art with it.
Yeah, the whole place looked like that. It's super colorful and inviting. And, ooh,
It makes me just want to dance.
Let them go.
Cool little stage. We've actually been here before, so this was a little familiar.
Yeah, it was.
And we had a fun show. We met some, those chicks over there, bought some merch. And
Yeah, like at the second song, we were like,
Yeah.
oh, thanks. That really makes it easy.
it makes you just want to rock on a caterpillar
Yeah, it
all
does.
night long. And they gave us a big, large pizza that fed us for the whole day next day. We didn't eat anything but pizza.
You're right.
But it had this fun little thing that you could do with it.
This was after the show. We were exhausted. It was like 11:30, 12 at night. I was ready for bed almost, but he kept cutting it, and he took out the markers, and we just kept coloring.
And then you got to just tape the tabs together, and we got ourselves a van in a van.
Oh, yeah. That was Leon's side.
Look at him driving.
Look at him go. Look at all of us.
That's Cassidy in the middle and Tia with a hat. I'm not good at this stuff.
It's so good. I love it so much. Oh, get it, Leon. Get it. Play with your toys. This was
the next day. Yes.
Glorious.
We finally made it to Florida. It's freaking hot. I let our guy know in Trouble in Paradise near Cincinnati, Chris. He's our RV guy, and he walked me through de-winterizing.
Look at that.
We have water.
No more bucket and filling water jugs.
So thanks, Chris. Trouble in Paradise near Cincinnati, Ohio.
And this was Super Bowl Sunday. This is us like chilling. This is
we're playing
super chill.
Xboxes, and we got a football game on. We're just having a good time. We had a great time at this Goldhead Branch. Yeah, so that's our week in review. Pickin Pear podcast.
Here it is.
Isn't that thing pretty cool?
It was so fun. What a fun little after show activity that we did.
Oh, man, there were so many things I wanted to talk about in that video. Like Super Bowl Sunday, that was fun. We had a great time. That was the day we ate pizza all day.
I'm not kidding when we say we had nothing but pizza the entire day. And it fed us. It didn't hurt us. Like the pizza was awesome.
And in case you're wondering, we did bacon and onion and sausage and garlic on our pizza, and it was phenomenal. All right, well, let's keep it rolling, right? Like we left that state park. That was a really nice, fun state park.
It was, yeah.
And then we're in Melbourne right now, and this is like an interesting little place. It's like a county park. We have this closed because the view outside is not stellar. It's just
another RV.
Another RV, yeah. So yeah, we're in Melbourne. We play here in Melbourne tomorrow.
Yep.
But before we got here, we made one more pit stop.
It was a good one.
It was a good one. So let's just jump right into the batting cage. Okay, football season is over.
Yeah, Blackhawks suck.
College basketball Wildcats aren't doing great. So all we can think about is baseball season. So we go to the hitting academy. We're going to hit some dingers.
Yeah, got to take a few swings. Got to warm up, stretch.
It's pretty cool. They had this little tee set up. We could warm up and stretch and not. And I feel that today. I don't feel as sore.
I agree. I do feel a little sore more in my torso than my arms, but still, like, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. A little shit talk here. And then this thing is so cool. It's called Hit Tracks, and you can pick which park out of all, like, the baseball stadiums in college and, Major League Baseball.
It's super cool. Yeah, we got to hit at the Sox Stadium and the Red Stadium. Boom.
Tia.
Swinging for the fences.
Badass. And you can kind of see on the screen, you can get a hit.
I got one.
Every now and then it gets between the fielders and you get a hit.
Every now and then.
And every now and then Tia doesn't swing and you get hit.
It looked like it was going to hit me. See?
All right, so between Tia and me, we had to clean up some balls.
Yeah, we would do that only like twice. It was really, there's got to be like 150 balls in there. No, not 150. Got to be at least like 80 balls.
Shooting baseballs as you are hitting baseballs. Wow, is Scorsese directing this thing? So this Hit Tracks machine, like, I was looking at it because I think it's so cool. They can put this in your house if you have a big enough house, like in your basement, and you actually care about, your swing, and you want to like your launch angles and this and that and blah blah.
Practice. I wish I had something like this.
Oh man, it's in my dream RV for sure.
Big time.
But hey, watch this, Tia.
What? Oh my gosh. Now that's swinging for the fences. Everything. Every hit we got was up the middle.
Yeah, that's all we could do was get it between them. Uh-oh, somebody's tired.
Oh, look at it. But got a second win.
Rally cap. Do a little Happy Gilmore shimmy up here.
Did it work?
Double play. All right, Tia. So that was our modern batting cage experience.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
I am exhausted, but I had so much fun.
That was
I
so
loved
fun.
It
It was so cool. It was like virtual reality, but reality.
Yeah, it was like you got to go into the batting cage like normal, but you had a screen to look at to see where your ball went, or like to have a fielder feeling that ball. It was just really
Yeah,
cool
you saw
extra.
some little asshole field your awesome hit and throw you out at first. It's like, that. I don't want to really know that that's what happened.
Because it happens every time.
It happens every time. Yeah, we threw I think we hit 160 balls.
Yeah. Well, there was 160 pitches.
Yeah, we didn't hit all of them.
No, we hit. What did you say our average was?
I think it was 159 when we were done. We got out of all those
between the two of us
15 hits or something like that. It wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
But we had a fun time.
It was
and
awesome.
It was a really cool experience. The place was basically all to ourselves.
Yeah, it was empty when we got there. We had a really awesome, friendly guy, Garrett, help us out the whole time, make it really easy. And,
yeah. He would have let us keep going if we wanted, I think.
Right.
But he didn't. Still beg us. Yeah.
My hands hurt. Oh, I need to ice these suckers before a show.
But we were in there for probably an hour. It cost $30.
It was a good workout.
I felt my heart pumping.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, it's good.
I think that's a good
means
thing.
you're alive.
Okay, good. All right. Well, yeah, modern batting cage experience here in Florida.
Super.
Would recommend it to anybody. This was what was this place called?
I don't know. It was
the Hitting Academy in Ocala, Florida.
Ocala. We're gonna say it every way so that we can.
No, that's the instrument you play.
Yeah.
Back to you, Leon and Tia.
Pickin Pear podcast. Yeah.
Those guys are a lot of fun.
Oh, so fun. And the batting cages were so fun, man. I spent a very large chunk of my life playing softball, so it always feels good to get back into the batting cages and hit a ball or throw the ball. It's a part of me, so I love it.
And baseball has always been my favorite. My dad was my coach.
Yeah.
You know, my brother was my coach.
Mm-hmm.
It was just always a huge part of my life as well.
Right.
So we like going to the batting cages.
Yeah.
Maybe I bet it won't be long till you see a segment where we're playing wiffle ball.
Oh, yeah.
We just like to we have a bag of wiffle balls and a wiffle ball bat, and we'll just
hit dingers over the fence.
If you make it to the grass, it's a home run.
Yeah, we'll get one of those segments real soon.
Well, now it's time for the food segment. I hit the wrong button.
It's so fitting because we have a peanut log.
Yeah, so we're trying to, find stuff in these states that we go, and we were in Georgia at a grocery, and we found this peanut log, and it says it's made in Macon, Georgia.
Yep.
I assume that peanut logs are a thing in Georgia. We don't really know. We're just hunting the grocery store for local stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the only surprisingly local thing that we could really find out of all the, items we were looking at. Like, maybe this is from Georgia. No, New Jersey.
So it's called a peanut log. It kind of looks like a homemade-ish payday.
It does, yeah.
Which I love a payday.
Oh, paydays are the best.
You want to try it?
Let's go. All right. This is our first thing we're eating this morning, our tea and a peanut log.
Perfect. This is a good day. Okay, you take the first bite, Tia.
All right. Let me just take. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Is there like marshmallow,
in there? Or something?
Oh, my God. No, that's a surprise. You want to try it together?
Yeah, let's go. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. That's a payday.
Freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Better than any payday I ever had.
Is that marshmallow in there? I have to know. Oh, my gosh. I mean, it's fantastic. It does taste exactly like a payday, but a little bit better, honestly. More of a homemade type. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'll give that. Peanut log. What do I want to give that?
I mean, I'm going 8. Solid 8.
I was between like 7.5 and 8. So, yeah.
As far as a dessert goes, it's like everything I want. I love marshmallow.
Right.
I love peanut. That is so good.
That is awesome. Okay.
All right, we recommend the peanut log if you're in Georgia. Well, great. Well, we are chugging right along. I like this. So let's talk about the shows this week. We really only have show this week.
Yep, we just have one.
Yeah, which is fine. We told ourselves on any weekend that we only have the one show. We'll spend the other one working as many hours on practicing and writing and doing all that other stuff so that
Yeah.
we can keep bringing new good stuff to you guys.
Yeah, it's actually with the podcast and having to get the skits together, it's like there really isn't a lot of time within the week anymore to just like sit down and play. So to have a day off to actually dedicate to practicing is awesome.
Yeah. The podcast has been keeping us on a schedule, which has been really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get to loafing too hard sometimes. We love to loaf around.
We do.
So the podcast keeps us honest, keeps us working hard and, creating content for you guys. And I'm having so much fun.
Oh,
with
so
it.
am I. And then, we get to talk to so many people that are like saying such nice things about the podcast that you're actually watching them. It's just so cool, man. It
Yeah.
makes us feel so good. So thank you guys for checking it out.
My goal is to go every week all the way through at least August, maybe even through September.
Dang,
Sometimes we have to
yeah.
take a little break for campaign work or whatever. Oh, which
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, at the Wormhole, one of our canvassers from Maine
Gosh.
came to our show, and Keisha, it was just amazing that she...
Well, we were in
we had a hard
Maine.
time actually remembering because we were
Yeah.
there during COVID, so she's like wearing a mask, we're canvassing out of the cars, and it was
Mm-hmm.
we didn't even have an office, we were in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we canvass like we tour,
Yeah, out of a van. No, but that was the coolest thing, man, because we met her briefly in Maine, and then there she was in Savannah, Georgia, and she said she didn't even know we were there. She was just kind of lives in the area and was walking by and saw our poster.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's just crazy fate kind of
Had
stuff.
to mention that because that was such a cool experience.
Yeah.
And we look for many, many more of those on these many weeks of podcasting we're going to bring to you over the summer.
We sure do.
So, this week it's at let's see, what day will that be? That'll be the 16th?
Yes. No.
15th? What day is today? Today's the 15th.
16th.
Tomorrow is the 16th.
Yes.
February 16th, Friday, at the Cottage Irish Pub in Melbourne, Florida. That'll be our 947th performance together and the 678th Pickin Pear show of all time.
Let's keep them rolling, baby.
Keep 'em rolling.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hit 1,000 performances together, I would say, by the end of this year.
Oh, yeah, with the
There's only
947. Yeah.
53 to go.
We should be able to do
I
that.
think that'll be no problem, yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool.
So fun. And that brings us to the final segment here,
Yeah.
Tia, where we ask each other, we need what makes you happy?
Yeah, I love it. Yes, we'll get that next time.
We'll get a soundbite for you guys. But maybe you go first. What made you happy this week, Tia?
What made me happy was the water in the van. Gosh, Chris, thank you so much for walking us through that, because we were quoted. We got here to Florida and we were quoted $300 for a dewinterization.
Yeah, for a mobile RV tech to come to our campsite and basically flush the lines. He wanted $300. And I knew that was outrageous. So I hit
yeah.
up our RV guy in Cincinnati, Chris,
Mhm.
Trouble in Paradise.
Mhm.
And he's like, oh, that's ridiculous. Just call me and I'll walk you through it. And we were on the phone for like 15 minutes.
If that. It was
If
so
that.
fast. It
Yeah.
was like, how dare you? How can you, what?
And you've seen my toolbox. You know how much of a handyman I am. So
we need help.
we did it.
We did it, but man, it's made me so happy. We have a sink to wash our dishes in. We have hot water. We have our shower right here. I don't need to wear water shoes in the showers of whatever campsite we're at. Like,
I'm glad we're not showering at these
yeah,
showers.
Yeah, they're not very pretty.
That's where the spiders live.
Yeah, but it makes life so much easier in the RV. So again, thank you, Chris, for walking us through that. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That made me happy this week,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. What about you, though, Leon? What made you happy?
Well, as far as what we, some media that we consumed this week, I mean, we've been binging a lot of like old Parks and Rec episodes just because that's comfort TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the new thing that we watched that I enjoyed very much was the Snoop Dogg movie,
Oh my gosh.
Underdogs.
It was adorable.
It was great.
I loved it. I mean, it's everything you expect from Snoop. You know, he doesn't change who he is, but it's a really touching story, and it's a true story, kind of.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's based on his like football program that he does, and he's
Yeah.
had so many thousands of kids go through, and some of them have even made the NFL. And
Right.
it was a fun little story, and Snoop is endearing. It's crazy to think that when I was a kid, this guy was on trial for murder, and now I'm just looking at him in a kid's movie like, oh, he's so great.
He's so
just so
sweet.
wholesome and so good. So Underdogs, that's my movie of the week.
It was
week.
really good. I agree with that. It made us happy. Made
Yeah.
us feel good after we watched it.
Well, we had another music video we released on YouTube. You're gonna want to check it out. We're gonna play you out with it again, Mr. Matt Wolf. I don't have the video that he sent us. We'll show you next week.
Yeah.
But we're gonna dub him the Wizard because I got him this audio on like Monday night, and he turned it around on Tuesday so that we could release the video on Wednesday. Really, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Matt's helping us so much in this whole creating new content. So we got a song from The Wormhole.
Yep.
This is a Tia Martini original. It's on the Something New EP that you can purchase at our merch table or online at our store, along with many, many other things that say Pickin Pear on them. And we really appreciate you guys hanging out on the Pickin Pear podcast.
Do Pickin Pear podcast. Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about a life you once knew. Time to leave it in the past. But there's something you can say about your life here today and all that you've surpassed. You're stuck on some things like cold hearts and wedding rings. Don't let it rob you of your days. 'Cause time is ticking down and you're stuck in the ground. It's